Welcome dear friends, in this video we will solve objective part of CSS English Literature paper of the year 2026. In Politics and the English Language, Orwell argues that unclear language most dangerously affects political discourse can distort reality. In Self-Reliance, Emerson's non-conformity most directly challenges which belief? Social customs protect freedom. In The Conquest of Happiness, Russell would criticize which response to unhappiness? Excessive introspection. The Gift of the Magi most strongly critiques which assumption about gift giving? Wealth measures generosity. In The Lotus Eater, living on savings in Capri challenges which modern value? Rational planning and security. Chesterton's A Somewhat Impossible Story uses improbability mainly to question what? Trust in obvious explanations. In Wordsworth's Tenton Abbey, the speaker's changing relation to nature suggests none of these. He moves from sensory joy to mature spiritual insight in nature. In Yeats' The Second Coming, chaotic imagery implies which view of history? None of these. Yeats shows cyclical collapse, not steady progress in history. Philip Larkin's The Trees and Continuing to Live treat time and mortality with skeptical reflection, no consolation. In Hamlet, the prince's delay in avenging his father most strongly reveals moral scruple versus action. Waiting for Godot disrupts plot conventions primarily to explore existential waiting for meaning. In Pygmalion, Shaw's treatment of Eliza most directly questions the idea that education guarantees independence. In Far From the Madding Crowd, Bathsheba's choices among suitors highlight tension between social position versus desire. In 1984, Newspeak is a tool of power because it aims to limit thought via vocabulary. In A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, Stephen's rejection of family, religion, and nationalism reflects artistic identity beyond authority. In The Scarlet Letter, Hester's public punishment versus Dimmesdale's hidden guilt critiques the assumption that law and punishment reflect morality. A structuralist reading of Hamlet would most likely focus on patterns and meaning systems. In post-colonial literature, the concept of hybridity describes cultural blending in new forms. In psychoanalytic criticism, the uncanny Freud's unheimlich refers to familiar yet strange unease. Post-structuralism critiques structuralism primarily by arguing that none of these. Post-structuralism rejects fixed meaning, context, and deference rule. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed.